Hi everyone. Welcome. I don't even know what day it is. Okay, we're gonna just start by just like taking a minute and just like, has it been a week for anyone else? Am I alone in this? Is anyone else just like, what the what? What the what is happening? Okay, so if you don't know who I am, my name's Cassandra Brooks. I have 5 kids. I work full time. I'm a juvenile probation officer. Um, so I work with teenagers and I have teenagers. So just imagine that life. It's like herding cats, and I'm just kind of trying to keep everybody in one place all at the same time. But it's been a week, okay? And I say that because I have two little girls, a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old, and my daycare is closed this week. The audacity of my daycare provider to want a vacation. I know. What is happening? So I'm working from home. I'm watching, being a mom, and I'm doing chocolate. The one thing I'm not going to do this week is check out of my business. Okay. And I'm just telling you that because I could not be busier. I could not be busier. I pulled into my driveway before this call started and ran to the bathroom from an 8th grade graduation that my daughter told me about at 9:45 at night last night. No email from the school. It's fine. My point is this business will not work in pockets of time only when it's convenient. Okay? Like if you are busier than you've ever been, dial in. Buckle up, baby. Is anyone new? Anyone brand new? Ooh, okay, good. Good. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Anybody still in their first year of doing community marketing? Okay. Okay, so it's probably kind of like still drinking from a fire hose a little bit, right? People always ask like, what's your best advice to a new ambassador? And truly is start when you're the busiest. Because if you don't, if you think life is gonna like let off and it's just going to get easier to show up, you're wrong. It just gets busier. As your kids get older, as things progress, life just stays busy, it stays chaotic. You have to find ways to prioritize this business. Sometimes I stay up super, super late. Sometimes I wake up early. It just depends. But I never have the option of, I'm just not going to do my business today. It's never on the table. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a quick audit. Okay. So I don't know you like what you're inviting to, what you got going on, okay? But you know. Okay, you know. And if the answer is nothing, then that is where you're going to start with your audit, okay? But we're going to do a social media audit, okay? I want you to look at your Facebook, your Instagram, your feed, and your stories, okay? If you have heard me talk about this before, this is the second time or millionth time you've heard me say this, but there are people who are feed scrollers and there are people who are story watchers. It's rarely both. I'm great at being in my stories, like uploading my own stories, but I don't watch other people's stories unless I'm like doing my hair or something. But I do scroll feed when I'm looking for whatever, like when I'm working. Likewise, there's people who never scroll feed and only watch stories. And this is important. Why? Because when you are working your business, you have to show up in all the places so that you're reaching as far and wide as you can. Okay? Just because you're in your stories doesn't mean people are going to see it. Just because you posted about it a week ago doesn't mean people ever saw it or remember it. Okay? So let's audit ourselves. And I want to see, like, in the comments, where do you guys need to show up better? Is it obvious what you're inviting to right now? Is it obvious in your stories? Have you talked about it in your community group? Are you being shy and only posting in your community group and not on your main feed? I see that a lot too. Where do you guys need to show up more? Are you doing all the things but not talking in your stories? Okay. I see the chat one. Need to be better in the DMs. Okay. I need to be more consistent in both my story and my feed. I don't like to talk my stories. The best way to get over that is to just do it. Just do it. And we're gonna do a little bit of that tonight. So you're gonna break your seal. If that's a thing. What I will say is that every single thing in this business is teachable. So if you're new, nobody just was born great at talking in their stories. Like it's kind of like anytime we have a new product, I'm like I like stumble over it until I can like talk about it enough times and it comes out more smoothly. It's like that. And then they disappear, right? Um, Let me see what you just said. Tear myself apart and delete it. No, it's not that deep. I promise you. I promise it's not. I promise it's not. I wish the amount of people who I thought in my head saw my stories actually saw my stories. That would be so great because to me it's like the whole world, but it's not. It's like nobody, right? And so that's why you have to be a broken record. You have to keep saying it. You have to keep talking about it, right? But this is good. Okay? This is a moment of checking yourself. So we've done a social media audit. Let's do a mindset audit. We are 20 days into the month, okay? Have you already thrown in the towel? Do you even know what you're working towards? Maybe it's a sales goal, maybe it's a PTV goal, maybe it's an OV goal. Maybe you want to hit director for the first time. Anyone in here trying to hit director for the first time? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So then you know what your goal is. 2000 PTV, right? 2000 PTV. Are you halfway there or more? If not, are you in your head going, oh my gosh, I'm already too far behind? Okay, this is a mindset audit. I've seen miracles in 24 hours. I've seen more done in the last day of the whole month than the last day of the month than the entire whole month put together. You don't want to be that person, right? So here's my like, talk for like, buckle up. If you're going for director for the first time, you can bet that you will be scratching and clawing your way across the finish line. Okay, I've been doing community marketing for about 8 years, maybe a little bit longer. And I can promise you that I do not wake up with my DMs just flooded of people like, oh, I need that link. I need this. I need that. No, I'm still knocking at doors. I'm still DMing people. I'm still sending invites. I'm still scratching and clawing my way into people's inboxes. And if you have never hit director, that is the kind of dog attitude that it's going to take to get you there. We're not here to play it safe. We're here to help people to make an impact. Okay? There are people in this world who need your help. You have to go find them because they will not find you. Okay? So don't take your foot off the gas. Okay? Stop overthinking every little thing that you're doing and just do it. Do it messy if you have to. Do it late in the night if you have to. Do it early in the morning. On my best days, I get up at 5 a.m. and I walk on the walking pad when I'm like not a zombie from breastfeeding all night long. But I stay up till 1 a.m. because I do not go to bed until my business work is done. Okay? You have to like just sack up and do it. Okay? And we're going to do that tonight. So now that our heads are all in the right place, okay, we are going to get into our stories and we're going to talk. Okay? And this is what we're going to talk about. I'm just going to give it to you straight. We're going to talk about the fact that we're on a business call. Hey, I'm showing up for this action hour. If you're new, say that you're new. If you're going for a first time goal, say that you're going for a first time goal. Sometimes when you pull up your app in your phone, what I like to do is like when I talk in my stories, I'm like, okay, I have 11 days left of the month. I'm going for this big goal. You're not going to sit here and be like, okay, so PTV is blah, 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 right? Like people are like, what do you need me to, how can I help you? Like people actually want to help you, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to show your circles and you're going to go, I need this number that is, if you're going for a director, currently at 800 to be 2000. That's what I need. This is the goal. And I'm gonna track it for the next 11 days in my stories so you guys can follow along in my journey. I'm going to see how many people I can help. So tonight I got on a guided work hour because I'm hitting this goal. And you're going to say that in your stories tonight. We're going to do that for 3 minutes, okay? Anyone feel scared right now? Great, do it scared. Does everybody know how to get a story up, right? Everyone knows how to do it. Top tip for a story, do it on like Instagram and link your stories Instagram to Facebook, okay? If they're not linked, don't worry about it for tonight. But if you don't know how to do it, here's your stories. Okay. It's a swipe. You swipe over just like that. Okay. You're going to hit this little down arrow right here. And you're going to hit hands free. Okay. You're going to hit hands free. And then you are going to, yeah, 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 yeah. Talk, 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 talk. It'll cut you off after 60 seconds. And then you're going to hit this little smiley face here in the corner. It looks like a little sticky note. And you are going to click captions. So people like me who are breastfeeding in the middle of the night can read it without sound on. Okay. Then you're going to click captions and they're going to pop up as yeah, 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 yeah. Don't have them over your face. Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants that. You just shrink, you pinch them down, you bring them to the corner. Okay. So you're going to do one 60-minute slide, sharing about maybe two if you're feeling real brave. Okay. You can go talk about being on this call. Okay. Don't overthink it. You only have 3 minutes, 8:15, and we're back to the next step. Go. All right. Hi if you're on your stories. Hi if you're on your stories. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds to wrap up. Good job. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay. So, um, you can tag me. I better see those being posted, okay? Underscore Cassandra Brooks underscore. That's my Instagram handle because I want to see that you're doing it, okay? All right. Now we're going to get clear and we are going to reverse engineer some goals. So if you are going for director, I'll just use that as like our baseline for tonight because I know that this was originally posted in the Dash to Director group. So you need 2000 PTV, okay? Anyone want to share like where they're at? Don't be embarrassed. Just drop it in the chat. Okay? Maybe you're at like 500 or you're at 1000 or you're at 1200. Whatever it is, we're going to reverse engineer what you need to get there. So, whoop whoop, 1389, almost 1K. All right. Everybody pull out their calculator. Okay? Because we're not here to be great at math. Okay. So pull out your calculator. And you can do this whatever. Okay, Marissa Pachetti in the house with 2,461, almost senior director. Atta girl. Okay. Marissa Pachetti is one of my top leaders on my team. She's great. Okay. This goal can be a PTV goal, an OV goal, or a sales goal. Okay. You pick. You pick whatever you're going for. Okay. Whatever the goal is, we'll take 2,000 for director. You're going to minus whatever you have. Okay. So if you are at 1389, you're going to take 2000. You're going to minus 1389 or whatever you're at. Okay. And then you're going to divide it by 11. Is there 11 days? It's going to be 10 days, I think, after tomorrow. Let me pull up my handy dandy calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, 11 days. 11 days starting tomorrow. Then you're going to divide that number by 11. And that is what you need every day to finish the month like on track for your goal, okay? Sometimes you might do a little bit more, sometimes you might do a little bit less, right? But when you can really break it down that way, like whoever said that they had like 1380 something, like you only need like 55 PTV a day. That's nothing, okay? And so what I want you to do is take like we're going to take like 3 minutes and I want you guys to go look at the website. And I want you to look at what products total the PV that you need every day to hit your goal of director. Okay. I want you to just come up with a few things. So, like, I know right off the top of my head, if you need 55 PTV a day or PV a day, that's like one Vivix because it's like 56. Okay. So, if you're thinking like Duo is like 123 or something like that, PV a day. Every item has a different PV. So, I want you guys to understand what it truly takes to get there. Okay, so go look at the website just for a few minutes. Just look around. And then when you come back, drop a few things in the chat that could get you there. That could be something. Maybe it's like Meology, maybe it's Life Shake, right? We have a Life Shake launch coming up. Pina colada is the best, by the way. Okay, everyone go look. Take a few All right, everyone find a couple of things. Kind of get your wheels spinning a little bit. All right, good. Now we've done a lot of mental stuff tonight. Like, let's actually get to work because that's what moves the needle. Okay. We are going to send an email to all of your customers, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it tonight. Okay. Everyone, pull up your Chat GPT. Everyone should have Chat GPT. Okay. I'm going to drop this in the comment section, and you're going to copy that, what I just dropped there. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see. So before I do that, really quick, let me tell you about the group that I'm gonna run with a couple of my leaders. Okay. Um, you guys know the 7 day cleanse comes with like alfalfa, Optiflora DI, liver DTX, and Herblax. Okay. Marissa, who's on the call, Marissa and I, we are putting a spin on that because inflammation is something that we're both really passionate about. So we are marketing the cleanse as a way to sample our best inflammation fighters for 7 days. So, how we're marketing this group is instead of doing it like the cleanse, we're saying, do you know that you can try these out? Like, you can try, instead of getting big bottles, you guys can get 7 days worth of our inflammation fighters for only $40. Okay. And we're going to pair that with a little bit of a movement challenge. We're going to do a step challenge. We're going to have challenges each day of the 7 days, like drop a song, create a playlist that we can all walk to, or, go find something out there that makes you happy. Like it's just going to be very basic step challenge. And we're going to be taking our supplements, nothing crazy. Okay. So just for what I'm about to do next. So let me share my screen. All right. Can everyone see that? Where are you guys? Okay. So you're going to take what I just put in the chat and you're going to copy and paste it into your Chat GPT. So you're going to say, please help me write an email to my current customers. I am running you're going to fill in the blanks, 7 day, oops, if I can type, inflammation group on, you're going to be specific, June 1st. I am doing this because right? If it doesn't align with what you're doing, it's gonna flop. Okay? So I'm doing this because I have been struggling with postpartum inflammation and I need to move my body. Okay? I am looking for other women who are also struggling with inflammation and wanting to move as the summer is getting closer. The products that you need for this group are, and then you're gonna put like I have like a copy paste thing that I would be putting in here. Um, you know what? Let me just do it. No, let me not. That was gonna take too long. For your group what people need, right? Like there's a buy-in. Um, I'll just put 7 day sample packet. We're gonna put $40. Then you're gonna tell your Chat GPT, please break down the science behind how these products could help somebody with inflammation, right? So if maybe you're focusing on weight loss, maybe you're focusing on skincare, maybe like you're like, please break down the science. You have to tell your chat, like, in general, if you're asking chat, like, how do I respond to somebody saying this? Or how could this product help a person who's struggling with this? You always want to say, break down the science and how it's going to help somebody with blah, blah, blah. Because Life Shake could be explained for somebody with diabetes, for somebody with inflammation, for somebody with insulin resistance, for somebody who's wanting to build muscle, for somebody who wants to burn fat, for somebody who has hated shakes before. Like it just depends on what's the pain point you're trying to hit. Okay. So you have to say, please give the science and how these products could help somebody with blank. If you're interested in joining to do this with me, please reply back with the word join. Okay, we'll just keep it simple. You're gonna tell your chat GPT, keep this casual, focus on the science and the pain points. I don't want this to sound like an advertisement. Okay, boom. My computer's a little slow. We're gonna let it do its thing. Here are some things that I want you to stay away from when you're using chat GPT, okay? First of all, um, here's one right here. Because honestly, dot, 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 no. Just because I need accountability. There are tells. If you have been in this business long enough, you can tell. First of all, emojis at the beginning of your sentence and in the end of your sentence, get rid of them, right? The dashes, I actually do use dashes when I talk, but the dot, 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 freaking kill me. The other things that I absolutely cannot stand to see when I know somebody's using ChatGPT, um, things like this. And the best part, question mark, blah, 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 blah. And honestly, question mark, blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, question mark, blah, 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 blah. It's like, come on. I know that's Chat GPT. Yes, the short sentence is that, just put them all together, right? So go in and edit your email. So you'll see it's learned me well because you don't see that here. So I've edited it enough times where you can see this is my email. Okay. Here's the science behind why I like this combo. It's got the science, it's got the hormones, it's got all the things in here. Okay. This email is going to be perfect, right? So I'm going to go copy. Okay. You guys all with me? Okay. You are going to go. Does anyone not know how to send an email from their back office to all of their customers? Does everyone know how to do that? Everyone knows how to do that. No. Am I seeing a no? You do not know. Okay, I'm gonna drop really simple instructions in the chat, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your reports tab and you're gonna go to customer sales. Okay. And then come back. So you're gonna click this customer sales. You are going to filter for for 2 years. That's as far as it will go. So anyone that's ever purchased in 2 years from you, okay, you're gonna apply that. You're gonna click all the names right here, and then you're gonna go to action right here, right here. Come on. I don't know why my computer doesn't want to work right now. Hold, please. Action. There we go. Send group email. Okay. Then you can come down here and you can choose a template. I always just choose the blank template. Like if you're sending an email about like, oh, this is sparkling protein or oh, this is like skin, you can pick something that has the graphics in there. But this is just a blank template, okay? And you're gonna go next. And then we'll come back to the subject later. Copy paste. There's my email. We're gonna make sure that it is spaced out correctly, okay? Everybody should be doing this at the exact same time that I'm doing it right now. One thing to pay attention to when you're in your back office sending an email is this box right here where it says include salutations and recipient's first name. You don't want it to say, hi, Tracy, and then, hey, friends. That looks stupid. So you're going to take out, hey, friends, and you're just going to bring that up. You don't need to like intros. I've done that before and it's hella embarrassing. Okay. So scroll down to the bottom. You can choose. Do you want to sign it love, you know, Cassie or whatever, or no, do you want it to be professional? That's what you want. And have your name, phone number, email, and website, right? Okay. And it's just that simple. It is just that simple. This is going to go to all of your customers, and my subject line is going to be um, something that is going to hook them in, not join my inflammation group. No. Um, $40 inflammation sample pack. People will maybe click that. I hope that they will. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Send email and we're done. Okay. You guys following along with that? I'll give you just a few minutes to finish that up. Drop in the chat once you've sent your email, okay? Okay. We are going to move on. Um, because I talk too much, I'm not going to do the next step with you, which is, but I'm going to tell you how to do it so that you guys can do it when we get off. You have this nice, perfect email now to your current customers. You're going to tell chat, hey, now I want you to use all of this same information and make me a post for my community group. Okay. Inside my community group are customers and non-customers. Speak to everybody. Get specific, okay? I typically I'll go to the coffee shop once a week and my process is this. I start with my customers. I do that exact process every week. I tell my chat, I'm running this group, write this email to my current customers. Then I say, use that same information and make a post for my community group. This is a post, not an email, right? So your respond or comment, things at the end will be a little different. Um, then I will just get something up in my community group and then I'll start inviting. Okay. So I'm kind of just taking you guys through my process. This is what I do. Okay. Um, what was the subject sample idea? Um, so that was just me saying that the 7-day cleanse that has there's 7 packets for the morning and 7 packets for the evening. I'm putting a spin on that to be um, you can try my supplements for 7 days as opposed to marketing it as a cleanse. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay. All right. Back to it. All right. Any questions about the email? Everyone got it? Good? Okay. We are going to invite. Okay. So we are going to start with a business invite. And we're going to do that via voice note. Okay. Here's what I want to tell you about inviting to the business. There is so stinking much power behind saying to somebody, hey, I'm brand new in this business. Do you want to lock arms and do it with me? Do you want to learn it with me? You don't so many times I have new ambassadors come in and they're like, well, I just don't know the business well enough to feel like I can mentor somebody. Okay. There's a reason why I joined my upline, Jamie Ennis. And that reason is because she has built to 1 million and I've watched her do it before. I was not on her beach party team, okay? I wanted the systems. I wanted the mentorship from the top down. So if you're a brand new ambassador and you're under Jamie or you're under Mel or you're under me, I can promise you that if you enroll your best friend to do this with you, nobody's going to say, good luck. Have fun mentoring them. That's your team now. Like, no, we bring everybody in, we wrap them up, we give you a group, we give you a mentorship, we teach you everything that you need to know, and we help you onboard them forever and ever. Amen. There's no like cutoff date. Oh, your first month, you're on your own. Like, no, we don't do that. So you have to think about, who do I want to work with? The answer is not your flaky customer who most of the time doesn't respond to you and then one day says, I think I want to do this business with you because she woke up and her bank account overdrafted. That's not the one. You're looking for the person on social media where you're watching them on social and they go, and like if they came to you and they were like, I want to join your team, you'd like shit your pants. Like that person. Like, don't sell yourself short and go to the people who aren't going to work. My favorite part of the Shockley compensation plan, there's no space for somebody here who doesn't want to work. They don't get a bigger discount. They don't get like, you know, anything off anything. Be a customer or work this business and build something amazing with me. So, something that you could do is you could scroll Facebook or Instagram and look at somebody who's already sharing their wellness journey if that's like your thing, wellness. And you could be like, hey, like I see you already sharing your wellness journey. Do you get, like, I don't mean to be forward, but do you get compensated for it? I work for a I'm partnered with a non-toxic company, like a billion-dollar non-toxic company. And I see what you're doing. I've been following your page. I like what you got. Just thought maybe you would be interested in learning about what I'm doing, right? A lot of people might be like, actually, I don't get compensated for this. Tell me more about it, right? So you're going to send one voice note and you're not going to overthink it. So you have like 2 minutes to do this. And I want everyone to drop the name of who they sent it to in the chat. Good job. You guys have to remember I've been with toddlers too much this week. Good job. No, but actually, good job, you guys. I'm proud of you. Okay. Yes, I love to see the names. Doesn't it feel good? It's like, ooh, okay. Something I'm really trying to do is like, because growing my team is insanely important to me. And came from body and I had like a team of, I had like a couple women that I considered to be family who came over with me. I didn't have like this massive like team that came over. So it's like I want to grow, and I'm going to say it as Marissa would always say with my whole chest. Like I want to grow my team. I want to build something amazing. I just like I want that badly. So something I'm really trying to do is like for every two customer invites, I'm trying to send a business invite. Like I'm out, I'm hunting people down. I'm like looking for my dream team. When you think about it like that, it's so exciting. It's like, who is going to do this with me? This opportunity has changed my freaking life. Don't quit before the miracle happens, y'all. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna invite to customers. I'm gonna share my invite. You can take it, you can use it, you can steal it, you can change it. I don't care what you do with it. You can use your own. Okay. Here's what I want to say. If you're like I've already invited everyone and nobody's responding. Okay, I'm just like getting crickets. Um, First of all, if you're new and you thought like your friends and family were gonna like come in and support you and then they didn't and you're like, WTF, what the heck is going on here? And show of hands, that happened to anyone? I got a lot of sisters. Ain't none of them my customers. Okay. Okay. I want you to change your mindset. Okay. Instead of thinking about it like I came into this and I really thought that they were gonna help me out. No, 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 no. You got it wrong. You're missing the mark. It's how can you help them? It's how can you help them? Learn the products enough that you know their pain point and can come to them and be like, you need this because blah, 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 right? It's not about them doing you a solid. That's not what this business is. How can you impact their life? What samples can you give them? How can you help somebody else? And if you're like, well, nobody on Facebook is liking my stuff, or like I've already, invited everyone. Well, are you talking in your stories so that you actually can invite your story watchers? Have you gone through your phone list? Have you talked to your kids' friends' parents? Or is that too awkward for you? Gut check. Want to know when I stop inviting people? When they die. And I'm not kidding. Marissa Pachetti, she knows I'm going to call her out right now. I invited her 24 months in a row. That's 2 years, if you want the math. That's 2 years I invited her. There she is. Yes, 24 months. So whenever anyone on my team gets like, oh my God, I'm just inviting and inviting and inviting, I feel so annoying. It's like, no, 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 no. Because I invited all y'all for like a year before anybody even responded to me. Okay. So remember that. People are ready when they're ready. It's not personal. So if you don't know where to pull from, I'm going to give you a couple of options and we're going to do this for 10 minutes. Okay. Um, Story watchers, anyone who likes your posts. Okay. If you're not posting and you're not in your stories, this is going to be hard for you. But fear not, because there's always something you can do. You can go through your phone, pull up your contact list. Have you ever talked to anybody on Facebook Messenger? Go scroll back in time. Go talk to them. Okay. Did you do a launch party? Go follow up with those people. If you invited them to something before and they didn't come or they didn't respond and they didn't whatever, invite them to the next thing. Just keep inviting until it lands. Okay? Go do it. One more thing I have to say. If you guys hit names watching your stories or on your page over and over again and you skip them because you're like, I already know that they don't want this, stop. Stop that. Because I know y'all are doing it. Stop doing that. You got like this one person who's watching your stuff every freaking day, like you're their favorite podcast host, and you're not inviting them. Go invite them. Stop leaving your money on the table. Okay, that's it. All right, we're gonna spend the last 5 minutes doing some follow-ups. Um, if you guys are running a group and you're like, let's say you have a chat of your customers or a community group of all of your customers and you're just kind of like posting in there, I promise you, everyone's just waiting for somebody else to go first and say they want in. Don't be that person. You need to go message every single person individually. What I like to do, anyone else have like a customer chat or a VIP chat where you put all your people? If you don't, start one. Um, if you don't, comma, start one. If you don't have one, go start one. Because what you want to do is you want to create FOMO in that group. So as soon as you get one or two people joining in, doing whatever cleanse or whatever step challenge that you're doing, okay, I have 10 spots. These two are taken. You're adding their names, right? Then you're going to have private conversations with people. Hey, did you see what I put in there? Did you see that I'm doing this thing? Talk to them privately and then get them to commit and then shout them out in the chat. Okay, so we are going to follow up. The question I always get from people is well, not really a question. I'm so frustrated. This person said that they were going to purchase and then they freaking ghosted me. Right? How many times that happened to you guys? Okay. My question back to you is, did they actually say they were going to purchase that night, or did you just assume that because they were all in, right? You assumed. So let's take the pressure off of your shoulders and stop doing this thing where we go back and forth with like, hey, I'm following up, and hey, I'm following up, and then they're actually waiting to like get paid. But now they're embarrassed and they don't want to say that. But now you followed up so many times that and they haven't said it. Like it's like don't be that person. So here's what you're gonna say. And I'm gonna put this in the chat. Hey, I'm sitting down to work and I'm getting my next group finalized. Wondering when slash what day you are planning to snag your goods, just so I can drop myself a little note next to your name. I know a couple of my customers are waiting for payday, so just wanted to check in and get organized over here. Let me know if you have any questions about what I sent over. I hope your week is a little less chaotic than mine. Okay? It takes the pressure off of them if they are waiting for payday. It's like, yep, girl, waiting on Friday. I plan to get it Friday. So what you want to do is you want to have a touch point with them every single day until that whatever day that they said. Maybe they're like, "Oh, it's next week Tuesday that I get paid." But you talk to them on the off week on a Monday. So now you got like 10 days and they were like all in, but now they're super embarrassed and you followed up like a bunch of times. When we doing this? When you thinking? Right? That message just takes the pressure off, okay? Takes the pressure off. Friday. This Friday, next Friday, what we thinking? Okay. Then you're gonna check in on them every day until then. Hey, how was your day? I'm so excited. 2 days until enrollment. Oh my gosh, T minus 1 day. The day that they get paid, you're sending a fresh link. Happy freaking enrollment day. I am so excited. They're like, finally, it's here. I'm not broke. Not a broke ass bitch anymore. I can sign up, right? Like everybody's happy. You're happy. I'm happy. Like, take the pressure off yourself, okay? Some people are just gonna ghost because they do. If you send a link and then you follow up down the road and down the road and down the road and down the road. Or maybe they say next week is Friday, next Friday is payday, so I'm gonna do it then. And then you just go crickets, and then you're like, oh hey, it's Friday, happy enrollment day. They're gonna be like, oh, actually, my car went into the shop and I needed new tires, or something like you will inevitably fall to the very last place if you have no contact with them. Right? That's how we build relationships with people. How was your week? Was it crazy? Was it stupid? Was it awesome? What's good? Like, talk to your people, okay? Okay. Take a few minutes, go send this. Um, I also wrote these up for you guys. I'm just gonna drop them in the chat for you guys to use later. So, some follow-ups you can use for conversations that went silent. Um, Opportunities to let people just off the hook. Hey, if you change your mind, can you just let me know? It's no big deal. That kind of stuff. If somebody heart like you ever sent somebody a message and they hearted it, you're like, the fuck does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does a heart mean? So a message for that. I'm just gonna drop these in the chat. You can save them. If I can copy. But yeah, go follow up. We'll just do this for a couple of minutes and then we'll end the call. Mm. Yep. Um, Facebook Messenger. Thank you, Marissa. Yes, also what Marissa said, send personalized invites to everyone in your wellness community too if you have one. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Was this helpful, you guys? Okay, cool. Um, take just 1 second and copy and paste anything that you need from the chat. And I'm gonna do like a little like video, and we're all just gonna kind of like, and then I'll send it out to all of the people who tagged me in their stories and drop it for Melanie so she can see who was on. Okay. All right. Oh, it's dark in here. Okay. Hold on. Why is this so dark in my house? Hold on. Let there be a little light. All right. Everybody smile and wave. Let's go. Love it. All right, guys, I will see you later. Go crush your goals. The month is yours. Go get after it. Bye.